Today on Blueprint, I'm going to show you 3 different strategies, and that being Hydra and then some RC charge into dragons with some Super Yeti clone action. So let's dive in and see this video. Hello everyone, welcome. Now onto this video, I'm gonna actually do some plannings and live attack with you for our wars here. Now we're gonna hit this base firstly with the RC charge into dragons, and let me actually show you what I plan to do on this base. So if I grab this, let me actually remove that. Now for the plan on the RC, as you might have guessed, if you're a dragon attacker, if you're a Root Rider attacker or other strategy, this might be new to you. So we have the RC going for this wizard tower. The moment she's about to take it down, I'm going to invisible this entire area. Probably not gonna get the builder hut, I don't know, but I'm not gonna risk it. So all I need is 3 defense, and the RC will go into the core. After that, let me actually kind of make sure this is a bit smaller. After that, we can go into the base, earthquake this entire area, pop the RC ability, which is going to be the haste wall, and get through this entire area all the way to the other rage tower. That's the goal. I'm going to try to keep the fox alive at the beginning. I'm going to try to memorize the pattern once we're in the core in case we have the fox, so I may be able to use it in the core, but I might be just, spamming back-to-back invis, because that's honestly something you can also do with this army. And obviously with the earthquake, we want to have a lot of damage, and in case there's like a few builders in the core, which in this case we only have 1, but in case there are builders, this makes sure the builders gets busy, in case you didn't know. Now once we have this area, let me actually clear it out for you. Once we have this entire area down for the RC charge, we got 2 entire entries, which one of them I'm gonna go in with the queen and the siege barracks. It needs to be depending, I don't know, maybe my RC is gonna take down a few more defenses nicer, but the other side we're gonna have the dragons, and we're gonna finish on the town hall because it's not hard mode, so usually the dragons stay all the way alive till the end. Plus you have the minion prince ability, so you can technically use it very nice. And as you can see on the last boxes, we don't really have an earth targeting stuff, so this means all the damage is in the core, which we will get, and the later damage inside these areas are the key points. So we're gonna take them out with queen, and also the other side warden ability. Something very cool about this base is that if you want to hit it with like the other strategies, it would also work. And I know a lot of people fail on this heavy double rage bases with maybe their regular armies, or even sometimes the Root Riders. They don't have an idea of the overgrowth, so this approach might be for you. And hopefully if you see certain similarities a bit about this base to your CWL attacks, you can use this army. So let's see what army I have cooked. I think I have the army ready here on the RC charged dragons. Yes, we have everything for the equipment. As I told you, with the Royal Champion, we're gonna have the haste wall. That's important. For the warden, I usually love to pop my warden ability later, so that's why I take healing tome to heal the dragons back up, especially the minion prince sometimes. For the queen, I have the magic mirror and the giant. I always tend to have like a wall breaker usually with my army, so what I try to do is, like, in case I need ice golem, wall breaker, dragon. On this attack, I'm actually gonna just minus a dragon, take a wall breaker, maybe take another headhunter in case there is like a king in the back end, something very annoying, and just some cleanup, simple. So I'm gonna have this original link for you, because on my other dragon kind of armies, I always have 1 wall breaker, and it's important to have it on this attack. You will see why in the attack. Minion prince, regular obviously equipments, and not epic, nothing crazy. I like the pants. In case minion prince goes alone, you can obviously keep him alive, and obviously with the phoenix. So yes, that would be it. Now let's just make sure it's base number 4. Yeah, okay. So what I always do, because there is a certain bug with this, I always come out and then try to attack. Wait, why does it add? Oh, it's a double siege. Never mind, let's just go in. Hopefully things will go right. It's been a very long time since I attacked something live and just recorded, but yeah, hopefully it will be all good, man. Let's go with the RC here. We're gonna make sure we make these invisible in time, so she's gonna go into the core, and a bit of a late invis because we're on the outside, so no worries with the damage. Now let her do some damage here nicely. We're gonna invis. This invis was a lot earlier, so what I'm gonna do is to back-to-back invis. Now I need to wait a bit, but I need to invis a bit after, as you can see. Okay, the fox died. No worries. Now, let's pop the RC ability. We're gonna go through this core like nothing. Let's just make sure, in case the RC goes a bit weird, we're still fine with these invis drops. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see if she can get the rage tower. It's good to get the rage, especially the CC. I'm gonna try to keep her alive so we can maybe get the CC building, but I think she may die. Yeah, okay, she got it, but the CC came out. Nice. Now we see. So we're gonna go with the dragon to cut the troops. Then we're gonna go with the siege and the queen. Let's wall break here. That's the wall breaker for our beautiful what you call it, like the queen into the base. Now we're gonna go with the dragons and warden. These rocket loons will be for some funnelings. Let's go like this. We're gonna have some loons in the base. For the ice golem, I need to have it where the RC of the enemy is, so make sure. Oh, let's drop the minion prince. Guys, it's been a while. I haven't done a dragon attack, so yeah, things might get very weird. Let's drop that. And we're gonna go into the base. This is the area where I want to really pop the warden ability into this area with the rage spell, trying to maneuver around quickly. I have a poison for the enemy minion prince. Let's funnel that mortar and some minions. This quickly allows our dragons to go back on track with these beautiful funnels, as you can see. Here is where I'm gonna pop the minion prince. Oh, the minion prince turned a bit. Wait, let's poison this. The minion prince is being a bit weird, guys. Not gonna lie to you. Come on, minion prince, turn, 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 please. Oh, it's on the Tesla. Now, beautiful timing. That is a beautiful minion prince ability. Queen ability for the back end. The only problem is we don't have an extra wall breaker for the town hall. But as I told you, because it's easy mode, not easy mode, regular mode, you don't have to worry about the town hall too much. In the hard mode, it would be cooked. In the hard mode, you need to be adaptive to the bases. You can't just take one singular army and try to force it down the throat of every base style. So you need to adapt it. I don't think anyone really does hard mode attack. In case you're a tournament player, you can obviously adapt to this army, taking more wall breakers, sometimes more rocket loons. This way you can have a better army, I would say, versatility in the base. But let's move on to our next hit. So for the next base, we have a double rage bases, and obviously these ones have the one that it's a lot of giant bombs in front of them, and we don't want to risk an RC charge, so you can choose to go with another approach, and this one is going to be with the Super Yeti clone. Yes, so what I'm going to do is to try to tank this air defense and kind of get it down with a few loons and just kind of funnel these few buildings. It will cut it in a nice way, and then I'm going to have the RC ability with the Seeking Shield to try to cut this entire few defenses on the top side. Let me actually grab the pen so I can showcase how would that look. So we're going to have a little bit of the funnel here, and now we're gonna have these defenses down on the top hand side as well. This means basically this box is empty. I'm gonna have an Inferno Dragon here to clear these two, another Inferno Dragon here, and we can spam through to reach these fire spitters, and at the same time we are behind the sweepers. This is important. Now, once I see there may be a tornado dragging the Yetis to the left, I'm going to clone to the left. This means I'm gonna try to have the queen on other side. I may drop the queen quickly. Like, I don't really have a specific plan, but I might just drop the queen here because she can funnel better. That would be ideal, maybe with a wall breaker and like a skeleton spell. I don't really know, but I don't want her to die too early. So this way, yes, we're gonna have queen on this side, which means she can clear these, so the Yetis will get cloned to the other side of the base, whereas then the dragons can have this entire area where I'm gonna point it with the yellow. It's gonna be down in general, so the dragons will come back down and help the queen. I need to keep the queen alive. That's the key point of this attack, and then obviously the Yetis have to be cloned really nicely. So let me showcase you the army here. We have a few Inferno Dragons, we have a few Dragons, Ice Golem, Wallbreaker. I'm gonna take kind of not, oh yeah, I'm gonna take like a skeleton spell here. I might take, yes, let's let that be. Let's just fill this up. For the RC Seeking Shield, of course, as I said. Now for the Warden, because we're gonna pop a very early Warden ability. By the way, I know the kind of the, you know, the, what do you call it, the blimp is gonna go out from the Warden quickly, so we're gonna pop it a bit later, but still we don't need a healing tome because dragons are full HP, so you're gonna waste your healing tome. This way we're gonna have Rage Gem. we can be raged up for the entire attack. That way, I don't necessarily think I need another rage, so I'm gonna take like a freeze with like an invisibility spell, trying to keep my queen alive. I do have the giant arrow and the healer puppet with the sneezy. This means the sneezy can actually bring those boogers and try to tank for the healers in case there is some traps on the outside. I need to remember to hold one loon to drop with the dragons. That is the main key thing. And yeah, honestly, I think we got everything ready. Minion Prince obviously against similar equipments, except we're gonna have the Phoenix with him this time. And let's just make sure it's the same base. It is the same base, so we can go out, hit attack, and I believe we can go in. Let's go. Oof. I'm a bit more nervous on this one because this is not a meta complete strategy. It is being used, but still, it's not a meta army. Oh wait, I thought I didn't bring the blimp. I was a holy hell. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4 and an Inferno Dragon. We can have the RC just like this, popping the shield, and another Inferno Dragon once the air defense is down. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Now the RC is gonna beautifully take that down. Let the Inferno Dragon do its thing. We're gonna have, I want to pop the giant arrow in a way that we get some value and damage this Inferno. Let's go with the Ice Golem. Let's go with the Skeleton. Let's go with this. We can have another Skeleton spell a bit more further, but I believe this Inferno might be annoying. Nice. So let's pop 1 or 2 loon. Let's drop the dragons here, Warden and the Minion Prince. Let's keep an eye on the Queen. We can delay the blimp slightly. The rage on the left actually got deployed, which is interesting. Let's go with that. Let's go with the blimp. Queen, what are you doing? Please do something useful. Let's pop the Warden ability. Okay, this is what I meant. The Queen died, so we're gonna clone to the left. Let's see we get a good clone. Come on. Yetis, please. Please get cloned. Hello? Come on, what are you guys doing? Okay, they're gonna get cloned, but the Yeti Mite's gonna get cloned. So now, where's the Minion Prince? The Minion Prince can start doing whatever he does on his own. This is what I mean. Whenever sometimes he goes alone, I like to have this equipment so he can stay alive for longer. Oh, this air defense. Can we take it down? That should be a nice takedown. And for the archers, we can have one here. Let's see. I don't think this is gonna work too well because my queen died just way too early. Maybe I should have dropped the queen the other side because there was like a multi-gear tower which was annoying, and yeah, that is a mistake by me. So I think yes, having the other rage tower also activated I think did some damage to our dragons, but still a very close hit in general. There's like a few Teslas and a monolith left. If my queen stayed alive, she would have gotten a few buildings, and yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Sometimes we don't get them all. Sometimes you fail, and it's okay. I wished I would have done things differently. I don't know. Maybe the giant arrow was just useless. That's something to point out, by the way. That is also another mistake. So instead, I would have probably used the giant and action figure, basically. Not the giant arrow. Action figure and also the magic mirror. That way, those two I think would have done a lot better on the lower side, honestly, because the giant arrow, we didn't need any sweepers. Also, I don't think we got any air defenses. So yeah, a few pointless things, but you can see it's about being a bit more flexible with these. Obviously, you learn, you experiment stuff, and yeah, sometimes the things don't work. Let's quit this one. Actually, there is an archer here, but yeah, I'm not gonna waste you guys' time too much, man. Okay, let's go to the next approach. Now, next up, we're gonna have the OG Hydra. Yes, we're gonna have some Dragon Riders with dragons, and of course, the cloned loons from the Battle Blimp. So, how we're gonna hit this base is just like this. Firstly, I'm gonna have like the Inferno Dragon kind of get that mortar, and then we're gonna have some Rock Loons. I might drop the Rock Loons just like on top of a Wizard Tower, maybe like with a nice Inferno Dragon. Like this side, don't worry about it too much. We're gonna kind of get it as much as we can, just being a bit versatile. The other side, we're gonna have another Inferno Dragon, and then this, make sure this Inferno Dragon cuts these, because I'm gonna try to tank this Archer Tower with like a Loon or something, but still, might even drop a Dragon Rider kind of close to that mortar. Then this means we're gonna have a nice narrow path through this area, not the core, but through that area. Then from that, we're gonna pop the blimp for the Town Hall, clone backwards. This gives us the loons on the Town Hall and away from the Town Hall, so getting this area will be fine enough for me, especially when we can activate the poison spells. We're gonna have a giant arrow from the queen to grab that air defense and the sweeper. I might not be able to grab the air defense, or I need to have a very good giant arrow. So king and queen together will just walk upwards all the way through the back end. We're gonna have the minion prince and no RC on this attack. Something that I need to look out is this monolith, so I'm gonna try to take like a skeleton spell for it, and in general that's how I'm gonna try to tank the lower side. We need to definitely be out of range of the multi-infernos with the skeleton spell, also the crusher mortar, so it needs to be dropped like on the giga bomb itself. Maybe I would even take 2 skeleton spells, but let me show you the army. Well, this is here. Let me take 2 skeleton spell here, and yes, we got inferno dragons, rocket loons, and some regular dragons with some dragon riders. I don't really see myself needing a headhunter, so I'm gonna remove that and take some regular loons instead. We don't need cleanup either. I think we're gonna be just fine. This army doesn't really need too much cleanup, especially when you got a lot of them. We're gonna have actually yeah, let's take 5 rocket loons. I'm just gonna try to adapt to the base. We got the blimp. This time we have the king and the snake bracelet, obviously with the ball. We have the queen unicorn and the warden with the healing tome, because the core is gonna have poison towers. It's gonna be a core where there's gonna be a lot of multi damage on you, plus we got rage spells for the dragons. So I'm not gonna really, you know, do too much of a rage into rages and a lot of rage spells. But yeah, that is how we're gonna hit number 7 here. So let's dive in, and I think the plan is decent. I need to have the separation of the dragons. Like, this army is not about having the dragons in one area. It's actually about them to go separate, and you need to get a good split. So let's go in and see how we can do this, man. Alright, I'm a bit nervous honestly on this one. I don't know why. I just feel a bit more nerves. So we got that wizard tower going down very soon. Now let's go with 3 rocket loons here. That should be fine to take the mortar and take the air defense. Oh, hello. That is an RC charge bait, guys. Let's go with... Wait. What? Did you guys see that? Is that normal? I don't actually know. So let's drop Inferno Dragon like here. And yeah, that should be decently enough. We can go with like a regular dragon also right after. Now we can go with the giant arrow here. Let's... Oh, see, this is what I mean. Sometimes you don't know if you're going to get that value. Let's go with these. Here we go. Let's go with the king. We can go with the minion prince and the blimp. Let's keep the queen alive. Hello. Let's pop the warden very soon. That should be enough area to grab the blimp in the 2-second timer. We can have a nice clone, and let's rage things up into that side of the base. Let's go with a double skeleton spell here. Where's the minion prince? Guys, sometimes I lose my stuff when I'm going with dragons. I need to rage this area so we can get through it as quickly as possible. Let's freeze the back end. I don't know if that is a good minion prince ability, honestly. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see. King and queen are fine. I do not have a wall breaker, so something needs to take that area down. Let's freeze this area, and wow, it works. So obviously the choices and why I made this choice with this area was especially when... Wait, is a triple or no? I think it's a triple. I made this choice because, as you saw, it looked similar to the first base, but it had double poison. So the poison slows down the royal champion. What you need is speed. So we sped up through that entire area with not having to go with it with the RC. And as you can see, we got king and queen alive. And yes, for the last couple of defenses, we're gonna pop the ball. Hopefully this video was informative for you. I'm sorry I failed the last attacks. It's honestly, for me, it's personally hard, but I'll try to be able to triple more. But I think you guys like to sometimes see us fail as well. It will make you probably happy, man. Hopefully you're happy. The army links will be down below in the description, and let us know if you like this type of planning videos, whereas it may be war, it may be CWL, and something just unique and interesting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed again, and don't forget to use code BLUE. See you soon in the next video. Take care and peace.